chairwoman of the Arizona Republican Party and author of Justified, Dr. Kelli Ward. Doctor, welcome back to the Salcedo Show. Glad to have you here.
Hey, Chris, it's great to be with you. And yes, the Democrat Party and their policies are a cancer on this nation. And as a physician, when you have a cancer, you cut it out. And that's what we should do in the 2020 election, 2022 election, and the 2024 election. Got to go.
Well, you know what? And very well said. I think that's part of the problem. And I know it's your job to get Republicans elected. But now you have GOP senators like Mitch McConnell and John Cornyn of Texas, among others, eager to undercut the clear language of the Second Amendment. If both parties collude to blow up our founding document, why are we the people bound to recognize the authority that document gives these statists?
Oh, well, it stresses the importance of the primary elections. And many times Republicans want to just ignore the primaries and then say, whichever Republican is there is better than a Democrat. And most are. I will tell you, most are. I don't know why the media pretends that Adam Kinzinger is actually a Republican. He is not a Republican. He is a Democrat. He is a Democrat colluder, and he also wants to destroy this country. He's another one that is open to gun bans. He's open to destroying this nation, for goodness sake. So these kind of Republicans, we have got to replace them. Remember this, President Trump has been trying to save the Republican Party, whereas Mitch McConnell, John Cornyn, Lindsey Graham, Adam Kinzinger, Mitt Romney, Liz Cheney, Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, et al. Are trying to destroy it. My job as the chairwoman of the Republican Party of Arizona is not to give cover for bad Republicans. It's to try to get them back on track. But if they will not get back on track, it's not my job to be the butt kisser in chief. It is to be the butt kicker. And I am kicking butt here, and we've got to have people that are kicking butt across this country so we take it back.
Butt kicking is good. I like butt kicking when it's appropriate. The Democrats are cloaking their confiscation, denial, and restrictive efforts under the banner of gun safety. Now, to my knowledge, the foremost authority on the safe and lawful use of firearms in the United States is the National Rifle Association. Is getting advice on gun safety from Democrats kind of like getting firefighting tips from an arsonist?
Yes, it's like getting medical advice from Dr. Jill Biden. I think Dr. Jill Biden told Joe Biden that a 9mm bullet could blow a lung from someone's body. As a real physician, I'll tell you that is just another lie from Joe.
Canada's socialist prime minister, in the meantime, Justin Trudeau, introducing a bill to disarm his citizens. You know, is there any doubt that's what Democrats want to do to Black, Latino, and poor communities all over our country, victims of the Democrats' crime wave?
100%. They also want to do that to women. Believe me, the strongest woman, real woman, is never going to overpower physically a man. And so firearms, definitely for me, even the playing field should someone come and threaten my life. The good news, though, about Trudeau is that now the liberals, the wacky leftist progressives who claim that they want to leave this great country, they have a place that they can go where they can be safe from these big, scary black guns. I hope they all leave. I do worry, though, that Trudeau is opening up Canada for our enemies, China, Russia, North Korea, and more, to come across that border to attack the United States. It's something we have got to keep in mind as we strive with everything that we have to maintain our Second Amendment rights and the responsibilities that go with them.
That's a great point. You know, they're already trying to make a communist utopia north of the border up in Canada. Why don't all of you socialists who hate the United States of America, hate our Constitution, head up there to the north in Canada, and you can live under their totalitarian rule up there and just be blissful while we stay down here and remain free in the United States. Meanwhile, in North Carolina, I got to get you to weigh in on this, Dr. Ward. GovEd preschool has parents outraged after a so-called teacher uses a LGBTQ ABCDEFG flashcard depicting a pregnant man to teach about colors. How much longer will the Republican Party collude with Democrats to deny America parental school choice?
You know, my 80-year-old dad called me this morning, and he mentioned that very story. And he said, how have things gone so crazy? So the Democrats and their policies they enable, empower, and protect these groomers. And you can't call them anything else. These are groomers from preschool all the way through that are striving to destroy our nation. A story just came out, I think in the New York Times, saying that kids are depressed, they're anxious, they're mentally ill. And it is because of the Democrat policies that are put in place across the board, but especially in our schools. Backpack funding is what we need. That money should be following the students so that parents can get away from these radical, extreme leftists who are they're entrusting the most precious gift they've been given by God, their children, to every single day for hours upon hours upon hours. It's got to stop.
Dr. Kelli Ward, thank you very much. Appreciate the time.